Warmest welcome to all. Today we are directly entering to the hands-on session. So we are on third day of state level webinar. BOOPATHY sir is ready. Today morning itself we have circulated a message
YouTube link
to install
okay.
the open source software 9 to make the hands-on session more effective. Once again, I extend hearty thanks to BOOPATHY sir. He has joined earlier to demonstrate the data science hands-on session in detail. So I invite all the participants. BOOPATHY sir, you can start the session.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Okay, let's welcome everyone here. So everyone, good evening, everyone here. Just I have to share my screen. Then we have to go for our session. Okay. So once again, I welcome to everyone here for this third session. So before starting our third day session, just so we have to revise it. Okay, so what we have to, what still now from the 2 days onwards, what we discussed. So about the data science as well as machine learning. Suppose just I put it one question in front of you. Suppose if you anybody have some idea about what we discussed in the last 2 days, please just you have to type something about what we discussed still now. Please, just I am waiting for your answer. Just you have to type it in that chat box. Okay. So I am waiting for your answer up to 30 seconds.
That's great, sir.
Yeah. Please.
Anyone, please.
Anyone, whatever maybe, it may be a right or wrong. It's not a problem. Okay. So what you understand. So what you understood still now from the last two sessions. But we discussed the very basics about the data science as well as machine learning. So what is meant by data science? What are the applications are depend upon the data science, as well as so what about the jobs is available nowadays? So what about the market size? And so what is mean by machine learning? How it will support to the data science, something like that. Okay, because as well as we discussed that lots of machine learning algorithms, something about that. So what is mean by supervised algorithm? What is mean by unsupervised algorithm? Just you have to type it. Anyone, please. So I guess I am not indicate any. I don't. Yeah. August, we should not just have raise the question, raise the hands, please. Is anyone? The answer is maybe the whether it's right or wrong. It's not a problem. Because from your answer, I hope so how much you got it from this discussion, from this lecture series. So how much knowledge you got it from this about the data science from this lecture series. That's why it's my request session. I never put it any questions in front of you, just for my request session. Just to feel once again I have I convey you. Please everyone just feel free. So always be comfortable. Then only we can go for in any situation we can handle that. Okay. So please, anyone.
Thank you, Rafiq. Understood.
Yeah. Understood the basic concept of data science and its application. Super. Okay. Is any other persons there? Yeah. Anubhava told different between server and data center. Super. Then is anybody there? Is anybody can is anybody can anyone a simple concept? So what is meant by server and what is meant by data center, or what is meant by data science, what is meant by machine learning, something like that. Just some in-depth, some specific brief explanation. Yeah, Angel, Alpha, Daniel. The machine learning is a Tesla integrated with the data science. Okay, super. Tesla, yeah, integrated with data science. Okay, super. Is any other persons? So okay, yeah, the fragile, I think so. Recursion, classification, clustering, understood. Super. Understood about different types of data, that is structured and unstructured data. Yeah, 21132387. I think Anjali. Okay. Okay. So thank you everyone here to given this your responsible answer for our discussion. Okay. So once again, just I have to Anurima Ammu server execute multiple applications. Yeah, super Anurima Ammu. Okay, super. Okay. So so once again, just I have to reminder about it. So what we discussed still now from the last 2 days. First of all, we in the first session we discussed about that what is in data science and applications and real-time examples also. What about the market size of that data science, something like that. And the last session, the yesterday session, we discussed about the various concepts of the machine learning. So what is machine learning? It's nothing but it's an algorithm. Then what are the types of that? So what are the categories are there? In which situation, which one algorithm we have to use? So while we handling or while we developing that data science applications, always we have to consider upon 3 domains. The first one is here. Which one domain we are going to choose? That may be a healthcare or e-commerce, sports or gaming or film industry, something like that. After that, we have to concentration on which machine learning algorithm we are going to use. Okay. Then the last finally one, just we have to choose in the data set. Okay. So always we have to concentration on choosing machine learning is depend upon that machine learning algorithms depend upon that data sets. Okay. So I think it's enough for our today's session to visit. Second, today's session, we are going to that implement the hands-on training about how we have to make one data science project. Okay. Here also just I have to give one explanation how we are going to develop this data science application now. Okay. In generally, if you go anywhere, for example, in our home also, our elders also there. That may be our grandma or grandpa, something like that. Okay. So they are affected with diabetics. That means sugar condition. They are affected by sugar condition. Okay. So in this scenario, okay, how we have to predict it? So who someone is affected by diabetics or not? Okay, that is a condition. This is a condition we are going to execute with the help of that data science with the help of the machine learning algorithm. So this is today hands-on training. Okay, so now let's in other hand, I will give another one explanation for you. Suppose if you are a doctor, or just you have to imagine, because you are the engineers or just you are the engineers, but just you have to imagine you are the doctor. Okay, so in before 2010 or 2015 means like nowadays, because nowadays currently we are using that small devices with the strips to find out that sugar level. Okay, but before 10 years, I think before 2015 or 2010, I think it was before 2010, we does not be able to find out easily about the sugar diabetics for one person. Okay, just we have to take the blood and have to check it in lab to find out that the corresponding person is affected with diabetics or not. Okay, that is the situation. Okay, but nowadays they invented a lot of machines. Okay, that may be there is one of the also IoT machine. Okay, so how they will find out that? So which one person, the corresponding who someone is affected, whether affected is the diabetics or not. Okay, this is our today condition. We are going to implement for this condition. We are going to implement one application for this condition. Okay, so for that reason, today just we take that one user interface, design user interface based open source software as a KNIME, KNIME. Okay, KNIME. But lots of softwares available to execute the data science projects. The first one is KNIME, second one is Rabbit Miner. Then third one is just I have to share my entire screen. Yeah, I hope you can able to see my slide. Please, anyone respond.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so the lots of data science open source softwares, open source platforms or open softwares are available nowadays. The first one is a KNIME, second one is a Rabbit Miner, third one is a Tableau, then fourth one is a Veha. So like that, lots of open source softwares are available for develop our data science applications. Okay, so in this today's session, we taken that KNIME, which is one of the very familiar and very popular one open source software to develop our data science applications. Okay, so now let's go for that. We directly go for our implementation section. So this is our KNIME framework. Okay, suppose if you are installed in your system, okay, just you have to open that KNIME software. Okay, so this is your initial framework. This is initial display that will show that initial framework. So these are the so the corresponding base consists of these things. Okay, just I have to come from left to right. Okay, the first one is that KNIME Explorer. Just wait, just I have to go for real time. I have to show that. Yeah. Yeah, just a minute. Yeah, it's loading. Yeah, so like that. So this is the real-time framework of the KNIME software. Okay, so this is the framework. In that left side, okay, the KNIME Explorer. So it is showing that which corresponding location our file is stored. Okay. So while we are going to working in a section, at the time just you can able to understand what we have, what are the resources are available, how we have to. So what is the specific functionality of each one Explorer here? Okay. The KNIME Explorer is having the which location or which drive we have stored our corresponding current data, something like that. After that, second one is a workflow coach. So it is indicating so what are the functionalities are available. So what are the conditions we can able to implement. So the corresponding conditions are checklists are available in that workflow coach. Okay. The third one is also node repository. It's also have. So these are the conditions we are going to using while we are developing the data science applications. Okay. After you have to wait it. After that, we will work out that. So I think it's enough. Then console. So it is like it is indicating about in our C program. Always we are working in C program. You know that while we are executing some programs that will show that what is the so what's happening, something like that. So like that, it is so the corresponding the executable level of our programming. It will be console is show that. Then node monitor. Okay, so node monitor display that our data set, something like that. Just you have to wait it. I will give the session. I will show you one by one. Then you can understand very easily. Okay. Okay, sir. Now this is a blank page. The first one. How we have to start on data science application. Okay. So before that, so what are the steps we have to follow while we are developing that data science application? Okay. So just I come for that my slide. I will show you. So we discussed yesterday. Yeah. So while we are developing if you want to develop one software, the data science application, means just we should follow these conditions. That means we should follow these steps. The first one is convert and transformation. Yesterday we discussed it. That means just we have to modify, transact from the unstructured data into structured data. Okay, then data cleaning and mining. That means suppose if our data set have some null values or something like that, just we have to replace that null values. Suppose if our data set consists of lots of columns, means just we have to choose which are the most important and execute that application with this which one we selected. Okay, then export the data. That means it's a basic process. Okay, just we have to execute one by one. The next one is that model build and generate insight. That is which one algorithm we are going to apply in the data science application. Okay. The last one is data visualization. That means that is show the graphical representation of our data sets. Okay. So we have to choose. We should always follow these sectors while we are developing the data science application. Okay, so I will execute one by one. Suppose if you are installed in this NIME software in your laptop, just you have to work with us. Okay, work with me. Just we go for parallelly. Okay, in first step, first of all, we are going to create, configure, execute, and reset some nodes. Just wait, I will convey you in this tool. Okay, okay, sir. This is a blank one thing. So how we have to create that new project? Okay, now please everyone listen. I go very slowly. Go the file. Okay, then choose the new. Here the two options are available. First one is new NIME workflow, NIME workflow group. So what's the difference between means? So if you're choosing the workflow group means it's like a folder. So in this workflow group, you can able to create more than workflows. Okay. But if you choose that NIME workflow means it's a working directory. Okay. So now I choose this NIME workflow. It is like a one applications. Okay. It's a one new file. Okay. Just you have to think it is a one new file. So the workflow group is a new folder. Within this folder, we can create lots of NIME files. But NIME workflow is a new file. That means we are going to create new file. Okay. I choose that NIME workflow. Then I click that next button. Okay. Here I use some name. Okay. For example, what I say, state something like that. Okay. I given that. Or data science. I give that. Okay. TS. Then I finish. Okay. So now just you have to listen that in left side. I got it. We create that new workflow. Okay. NIME underscore TS. TS our data, our file name. Okay. So this is now we created new one blank data science application, data science platform. Okay. So in this platform, we are going to create one data science application. I already told which one application we are going to develop today. Okay. That means, okay. First of all, how we have to create, that means here we have to follow some procedures. The first step, you have to bring the data set. So which one data set you are going to using here. So in this time, you can able to raise one question. Sir, why we have to choose data set? In previous class, we discussed it. Okay. So that means we have to train the corresponding. Suppose if you develop any one application means, first of all, we have to train that application with our data and test the application with our data. In already told, just we have to divide the data set in 80-20 or 70-30. Okay. It's your wish. Okay. So for that reason, first of all, just we have to bring the data set here. Okay. So how we have to bring the data set here means nothing but just CSV reader. So here, not only CSV file, our data sets always be it's having a lot of file format. That may be that have CSV file or Excel file or Word file, something like that, image file, something like that. Now I am going to import one CSV file. That means the CSV data set. Okay. So I just here, just so I want to note here, in that node repository, there is a search option there. I click it. Now I am going to load one CSV dataset for our project. Okay, CSV. Please, in left side, just the CSV is there. Just I click it and drop it. Okay. Please, are you audible and you can able to see that? Please, anyone acknowledge? So, are you can able to view this slide this display, please? Please, anyone?
We can
Yes,
see, sir.
sir.
Okay. Okay. Now, now I am going to import one CSV file, CSV data set for our input. Okay. So for that reason, I create that CSV. It is like a node. Okay. So this diagram is indicating as a node. Okay. So node means it is one of the entity. Just everybody know about what's my entity. It's nothing but the entity means it is going to execute some functionalities. Okay, which is called that entity. Like that, this diagram is here one of the entity. So what we are going to implement here means just we are going to import the one data set for our application, data science application. Okay. So now I have to drag and drop and up. Here, the three colors is indicating red and one corresponding one tangent flip, then something like that. Okay. That means here still now we didn't do anything like that. Okay. So now we have to download the data set in this entity. Okay. How means just you have to double click it. Okay. Yeah. If you once I can do that, just you have to double click it. If you double click it means you can get it this diagram, this framework. Okay. Here, just come that read it says settings. Just made it is not responding. Please. Yeah. I clicked last time. Yeah. The lots of headings are available. Settings, transformation, then advanced settings, limit rows, encoding, flow variables, memory policy. Just due to our time consuming, just I have to give some important points only. Okay. Here in the settings, we are going to now import our data set. Okay. So the read from what is that local file system that is indicating, suppose if you are having the data set in your local system means you can choose this. Okay. So I have the one file in our local system. Okay. So just I choose the local file system, then go to the browse. Okay. Where I have to keep that data set. Okay. Yeah. Just I keep the data set. Okay. I have the three data sets: data pre-processing, diabetics, PIMA. Okay. But now what I going to what I going to given them is how we have to import the data set. Okay. Now I am going to execute the two implementation. First one is so I have to show how we have to do the data pre-processing with the help of that NIME open source. After that, we are going to develop that corresponding diabetics data set. Okay, diabetics condition. Okay. Now I show that data pre-processing for you. Okay, that's it. I have to choose that data pre-processing. Okay, now I choose it. Okay, so please here, listen here. Now, in that, just you have to watch this one table. Row ID, column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. Okay, that means it consists of 5 columns. Okay, and how much rows? Row 0 to row 10 is having the 11 rows. Okay, but just you have to listen here. Just you have to remember it. What is the first step of our data science learning? Is the means transformation. That means just we have to convert from unstructured data into the structured data. Okay, that means here the country, age, salary, purchase rate. So these are the it is corresponding this table show our unstructured data. Okay, so how we have to make us a structured data means just I go then click it as column getter. Okay, now please check it. It is modified, it's changed from unstructured data into structured data. Again, I go for that. Okay, please now check it. Row 0 is indicating country, age, salary, purchase. Please listen it. Now I am going to change it from unstructured data into structured data. Just I click it. Yeah, please now you can able to see the difference between them. Okay, what is the structured data and the unstructured data? Okay, wow. Okay, now we have imported. Okay, I click it. Otherwise, and one more thing also, just transformation. Otherwise, just go for that limit rows in 1, 2, 3, 4. Limit rows means here totally is having that 20 rows and 4 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 columns, 20 rows. Okay, here, suppose if you want to skip the first line, that means just you have to skip one. Just you have to remember from the corresponding table, start from rows 0 to rows 19. That means 20 rows. Okay. Columns means country 1, age 2, salary 3, purchase 4. Okay, 4 columns. Okay. Now I click that skip first lines. Okay. Now let's check it. It's having the only 19 data. That means it start from row 0 to row 18. Only 9 data available. Okay. Okay, it's enough. Otherwise, the third one is limit data rows. Just I click it here. Okay, just I enter here only 10. Okay, so yeah, only 10. How many rows are so here? Only 10 rows. Row 0 to row 9. Okay, so this is our basic operation. Okay. Now I have to, okay, let's go for that 20 column, 20 rows, no problem. Okay. Yeah. So in before, just you have to notice in before stage, what is the color of this entity? What is the color of this node? Now you can able to see that what is the color here. The yellow is indicated. Okay. That means it's a configuration mode. Now, here always 3 mode. First one is the ideal mode. Okay, in the previous one mode is indicating ideal mode. So now which is the corresponding yellow is indicating our configuration mode, because still now we done that configuration. Okay, after that we have to execute this mode. Okay, then only we can able to get the output. Just I have to execute. Yeah, in executed, and we can able to right click. Just right click, go under file table means yeah, we got it. That means we download our data set. Okay. So now we can able to understand how to create the node, how to import the corresponding our data set into that node. Then suppose if you want to reduce our data sets means we can reduce our rows, something like that. Okay. Now you can understand what is the basic processing. Okay. Yellow color. Okay. So after that, just a minute. I will show you a lot of things for you today. Okay, the basic things. So now, let's go for that. Here in this data set. Okay, now, just you have to see this data set. Here, totally 20 rows, 4 columns. In these rows, the 2 corresponding the salaries consist of 2 null values. That means 2 missing values. Likewise, the age is also consist of 2 null values. Okay, sir. You already told in the last class we discussed about that. We have to in that data pre-processing. That means data cleaning and mining. In this sector, we have to do some basic processing. That is, suppose if null values available in our data set means we have to eliminate, we have to avoid, or we have to delete this, replace this null value. Okay. As well as just we have to choose. Suppose if our data set consists of lots of columns means the columns are the independent variables. The corresponding output is a dependent variable. The output is always depend upon that independent variables. Okay. So always the output is responsible for input. Okay. So here we have to very careful choosing our input, okay, for our output. Okay, if you want our expected output, just always we should careful in choosing that input. Okay, so here in this data set, in age column, 2 attributes are null values. Likewise, in salary, 2 attributes are null values. Okay, sir. How we have to remove it? Okay, so we can give this data set for our next process. We can go forward with this data set for our next process. Even though sometimes if you go with null values or missed values, means we can't able to get the corresponding expected output or satisfied output. Okay, so for that reason, first of all, we should eliminate this null values. That means just we have to replace these null values. Okay, so how we have to do? That means, so that's why in our second line, in data science line, second line, data cleaning and data mining. Okay, so now we are going to these steps in here. Okay. Okay, again come for this same framework. Then again go to the node repository. Once again, I have to remember you. So this is our open source software, is a user interface design. So we can, whatever we have to execute, we have to always choose the node from that node repository. Okay. And tomorrow session, we are going to execute some data science application by Python programming. Okay, so the Python program is very difficult to understand. Okay, so this is also not the very easy one. Please just you have to remember one thing, how I have to do that. Okay, now in this data set consists of 2 null values. Okay, sir, how we have to replace these null values? Okay, this is the second one question. That is a data mining, data cleaning, and mining. Okay, we are going for that. Just missing value column filter. First one, just you have to see that in row repository, missing value column filter. Okay, just I drag and drop here. Okay, now we have less here. It is here red mode. That means we didn't assign anything here. That means we didn't assign any function on this node. That's why it is showing that red color. Okay, now we have to give the link. That means we have to connect to these nodes for some process. Just I have to click this one and limited. Okay, then given the link here. Okay, now connected. Now it's showing that green yellow mode. Okay, so we are going to execute some configuration. Just right click it, click that configure. Okay, so here this corresponding frameworks indicating how many columns are available here. Actually, this data set consists of 4 columns. First one is country, second one is age, third one is salary, fourth one is purchased. Okay, so 4 columns available like that. In bottom side, missing value threshold. That means, so what is the condition we are going to check? It means here, suppose any one column, okay, any one column consists of more than 10%. Okay, here 90%. Just now I change. Okay, 10%. Okay, otherwise just you have to wait it. In normally 90%. Okay, so now what is the condition we have to apply here? Means suppose any one column. Please once again make the concentration. Any one column. Okay, here the row is does not able to here because we are going to find out that missing value of columns. Okay, columns missing value. So this corresponding data sets consist of four columns. Okay, so country, age, salary, purchase. Okay, so the condition, which one condition we are going to apply here means 90%. That means if which one column is consist of more than 90% missing value, okay, it will filter out. Okay, now I apply this condition here. Okay, then execute. Again, right click it, then filter table. Okay. Now see this data corresponding data set. Is any changes are there? Please anybody answer me. I apply that 90% threshold. That means if any one column is having consist of 90% of null values, means we have to replace it. Okay. Is any changes are happening here? Please, anybody? Please, anybody just have to answer me. Is any changes in previous one, this one? No, because the age column having consists of is only 2 null values available. In salary column, only 2 null values available. Okay. So the condition is failed. Okay. Again, I go for that configure, right click configure. Now I have to change the threshold value. That means what I put the condition means if any one column is consist of more than 10%, okay, then it will apply the rules. Okay. That means now just you have to wait it. I have to click it. Okay. Now I execute this one. Okay. I executed. The green is indicated. So executed, already executed this one. Now I go for that filter table. Okay. Yeah. Now what is that here? Changed it. So just made, I have shown the previous one. Okay. So this is a original, this is our original data set. Okay. 4 columns are country, age, then salary, purchased. Okay. This is our column filter. Okay. So what condition we applied here? Suppose if any one column is consist of more than 10% missing value, just we have to eliminate these columns. Okay. That means just you have to remove the columns from the data set. Now, what is the condition? Here, only 2 columns only available. First one is country, second one is purchased. Because in this, just made. So in this age and salary consist of 2 null values. Totally 20 values only available. Okay. So if you consist of 2 null values available, that is a 10%. Okay. Like that salary also consists of 2 null values. It's considered up to 10%. Okay. So what's the condition here apply means we have to apply that 10. Suppose if any one column is consist of under 10%, more than 10%, not 10% or more than 10% missing elements, just you have to filter that corresponding the full columns. Okay. That's why we got it this output. Okay. So only 2 columns will available, country and the purchase. Remaining salary and age is removed because the corresponding that column consists of 10% and 10% and more than 10% of null values. Okay. Now have you understand how to remove the columns? Please, anyone acknowledge me. Please, anyone acknowledge me. Have you got this idea? Have you had this concept? Just you have to chat me, no problem. Yeah, I have to share the screen. Yeah, stop the screen. Yeah, just you have to. Yeah. No, sir. Yes, sir. Rafiq Abdullah, sir. Yes, sir. Then Angel of the yes, sir. Okay. Primala baby, yes, sir. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Next, go for our next session. Yeah. Yeah. Smidhi. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Just wait. I will share again. Okay, so this is that. Suppose now we have to fill it our second step. Okay, the first one is have to convert from that unstructured data into structured data. We have to complete it. Second one is suppose if our data set consists of any null values miss. Now we understood how we have to remove that null values. Okay, so third one is like that. In the same thing, just you come for the node repository in the left side. The another one missing values available. Extract missing value case. Now I have to choose this one. Okay. So what will just we have to execute this one? How is possible? Okay, now I have to just you have to go there. You have the connection communication between the data set into this operation. Okay, we make the communication. That means corresponding data set is coming from CSV into the exact missing value case. Here I have go do some configuration. Okay, so like that. Here you can able to see the difference here. In that, please listen here. The first one, filter rows without missing values. Just I have to click it. Okay, so what will happen here? Just I have, okay. Then I have to execute. Okay, then table. So what's the difference between them? So there is a difference between that previous one node, this one node. That means missing, that there is a difference between missing value column filter and the extract missing value case. That means in previous one, just we have to assign some conditions. If the condition is passed means, match means it's executed. Okay, suppose in the previous missing value column filter, so just we apply that, suppose the 50% or 30% means it's executed like that. In that extract missing value class, it will show that how much missing value is available in our data set. That is indicating the only missing value. Okay, so like that. Please, you have to see the difference. So in that one, extract missing value case, only how much missing value is available in our data set. It is indicating that. Okay, but previous one is not like that. Okay, so there is a some basic pre-processing. Okay, next that one is data pre-processing. Okay, missing value nodes. Okay, next one more thing also I will show you. That one is missing value here. So in this nodes, what is the functional? Just you have to wait. Again, we have that communication from data set into here. That means we have to import the data set from CSV into this missing value. Then here we have to do some configurations. Okay. Please, this is one of the main concept. Okay. In previous one, in column filter means it's entirely filter the columns. Okay. Suppose if anyone column consists of such a percentage of that means missing value means it is entirely avoided columns. Okay. And previous next one is extract missing value column. This one is indicating, so what are the missing values available, that will show that corresponding column. Okay, that value missing values. The third one is here having that missing value node. Okay, so what is the purpose of this one? Okay, this is the main one, important one. I click that right click. I am going to configure. So what is here? What's the framework here means? The first one is string. That means suppose any string value is missing means here they are having the lots of conditions. Okay, just I have to choosing the do nothing. That means suppose any string is missing means don't do anything. Okay, suppose the number okay is missing means just I have to here. There is also a lot of conditions here. So what I am going to here means, once again before that I have to show the that data set. Now once again just you have to look at that. Okay, here in that age having that the row 18 row 19 is a missed value. Okay, like that salary column row 10 and row 12 is a missed columns. Okay, there is a null values. Okay, that means there is no values. Okay, now we are going to replace these values. Once again I repeat you, suppose we can able to develop some data applications using these data cells also, but even though we didn't get in the corresponding output, for that reason we have to replace these missed values, that we replace these null values using some conditions. Okay, so totally here 20 rows, 4 columns. The age column consists of 2 columns is a null value, row 18, 19. Like that, salaries also consist of two null values, row 10 and row 12. How we have to replace these null values with our some conditions? Okay. So just I have to choose the miss value. It's one of the entity. It's available from that node repository. Okay. Now I am going to configure this one. That means now I'm going to apply some conditions. In what basis we have to replace this? Okay. There is a two things available. Suppose if any string value is that may be not our mystery, means we have to check apply some condition. But here, what is happening? Our nominal values, the numbers only mystery here. Okay. So the integer number is. So what I am going to apply here means, suppose just I apply that mean value. Okay. Just apply that. Okay. Now I am going to execute this one. What will happen? Output table. Please, you have to check it. The age column, the rows 18, 38.778, row 19, 38.772. Okay. The salary column, row 10, 65, comma, 333, 65, comma, 333. Because what we done means, we have to replace this null value with the mean value. Everybody know what is mean value? The sum of average. Just we have to find out the average value of numbers. Okay. So just we have to replace this null values by mean values. Okay. Again, once again, I have to one more thing also. Just I have to go for the right click and configure. Now we are going to, now we have choosing that mean condition. Okay. Now I am going to minimum one. Okay. So now I choosing that minimum one means just now apply that. Now execute. Okay. Then go for that output table. Okay. Now we come for that age is row 18, 25, row 19, 25. That means which one is a small value available in this data set, it is appear here. That means the corresponding minimum value is replacing the corresponding that null value. Okay, like that. Row 10, 40,000 and row 12, 40,000 is a minimum value. Okay, it is replacing the null values. Okay. Once again, I have to execute one more concept also, one more condition. I click that configure. Okay. For example, the previous value, just I have to choosing that previous value. Okay, just I have to okay. Now I have to execute this one. Yeah. Now you have to check it. Row 18 and 19. The row 70 is a 52. It is a default value. So these are the null values previously. But here we applied that previous one. Okay. So that's why it is the 52 is here replaced by previous one, row 17. Okay. Actually, it is copying that previous one column and paste here. Like that, 19 also in previous is a null value. But here the row 18 is here 52 by using condition. So 52, 52. Like that. Just you come there. Row 10. So what we applied the previous one as here, just you have to replace the null values as previous one. Upper 60,000, 66,000 is here. Rows 9 value. So it's replaced here also. Likewise, here row 12 is here in previously null value. Okay. Row 11 is here 72,000. That's why it is replaced here. Okay. So these are the some data pre-processing conditions. Okay. Now you understand. Okay, this is the overall basic operations in a data science application. While we are going to develop some data science application, just we have to consider these things. Okay, so these are the data processing applications. Please just you have to inform me. Suppose if you have any doubt, if you understood me, just you have to chat. Give the answer from your chat. Suppose if you does not and if you have any queries, please raise the question or please raise your hands, please. I am always waiting for your I'm always waiting for to answer your questions. Yeah, please. Yeah, please. Just I suppose if you have any questions or if you want any clarification, means just you have to type your question in chat box. Okay. Suppose if you understand, means just you have to command your answer. Okay. Yeah, Irfana is told clear. I think got the clear answer. Is anybody? Anubhava, just okay, sir. Okay. Yeah, you are the beginners now. That's why sometimes you will confuse. Okay, so that's why I told just you have to download this name. Okay, download this name software. Then it is a record one thing now. So okay, record one thing is available for your in future. You can able to refer in future also. Feature this video. Okay, just you have to once again you have to listen this video and you have to execute one by one what I done here. Okay. If you have any more questions, just you have to chat, give the queries through that chat. Okay, no problem. Is anybody, please, your answer? Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So still now we done that, the data pre-processing. Okay. So now we are going to develop one real-time data application to find out that time is conditions. Okay. Time is conditions. Okay. I will share my entire video. Okay. So now again, I go for that new one environment. Just I go that, click that file, new workflow, click the next one. That means it is a diagnostic, otherwise supervised algorithm. Okay, because here we are going to apply that. Here we are going to develop one data science application with the help of the machine learning algorithm. That machine algorithm, just here we are going to using that supervised machine algorithms. Okay, so just you have to remember it. What is supervised algorithm? So if we have that for classification function, so we can able to apply that supervised machine learning algorithm in that classification functions. So like that, suppose if you deal with the classification, means the corresponding data set is here label data. So label data means it is having the input as well as output. Okay, like that. Yeah. So I created new environment. Okay. So now what we are going to do means, first of all, just we have to follow these steps. Okay. Nothing but. So what we done still now, first of all, we have to import our data set. Okay. Like that. What's mean here? So our data set is here CSV file type. Okay. So that's why I am take this CSV reader node. Okay. Here still now we didn't allocate any data set. Okay. So hereafter we are going to allocate the data set for this node. That's why I click the to click. Now we got it. So local file system. Okay. That means I keep that for data in our local system. That's why choose the local file system. Then click that browse. I keep this in our desktop for your reference. Okay. Now choosing that diabetics. Okay. Now I click that. Okay. Yeah. Now we got it yellow button. So that's why we're going to configure. Already we configured that. No problem. Now we have to go to execute this one. Yeah. We executed. Okay. So how much rows and how much column? The total 768 rows and 9 columns. Okay. In that 9 columns, the 8 columns are independent variable. That means that are the input. The last one outcome is here dependent variable, which is called that output variable. Okay. So corresponding 768 rows is available. Corresponding 9 columns available. Okay. So this now what we done means just we have to import our data set into our node. Okay. Then we are going to do that. So after that, what we done that? Just we have to find out is any null values are available or any values missing the data set, something like that. So for that reason, just I click that file table. Here you can able to check it. Okay, so any mystery values or null values, but there is no any mystery values, any null values. Even though the value is a 0. Okay, that is a 0 also not the value here, but there is no any mystery value or any null values. Okay. But even though, okay, so it may be, so in this diagram, in this figure table, we have to find out manually. Okay. So if you want to find out automation means, just you have to go here, but it is not a extended version of software. Okay. Suppose if you are using that extended version of NIME software means, the one more node is available. That is a data explorer. Okay. But it is not available because it is a free one open source. Suppose if you are using that premium level means that a data explorer node is available. Just you can able to show that it shows automatically how many missing values are available, how many null values are available, something like that. Okay, but it is a free version. That's why there is not data explorer node is not available. Okay. Okay. So now we have to download our data set. Okay, for our to develop our application. Okay. So now we are going to train and test the data. For that reason, we have to divide that 80 and 20 or 70, 30 like that. Okay, so for that reason, we are using that one more node, yeah, partitioning. Please just you have to, here in that left side, partitioning. Okay, just I have to drop and drag. Okay, that means I am going to divide the data set into two segmentation. The first for segmentation for training purpose, second segment for the testing purpose. That means our application, once again I have to remind you, so our application is going to develop the application to predict the diabetics, which one who someone is affected with diabetics or not. Okay, so for that reason, first of all we have to train the corresponding application, then we have to test it. Okay, so I give the connection between them from that here. Okay. What is the error here? No sampling method selected. Just go for the configure. Yeah. Since here, please see this diagram, this figure framework. The absolute and relative. So always just you have to choose the relative. That means 70% now of the data from the data sets are going to training the corresponding application. Remaining 30% we are going to test that application. Okay. In that here, okay, taken from top means suppose our data set consists of 768 data sets. If you choose that take from the top means the first 70% of the data is used for training our application. The last 30% data is used for test our applications. Okay. Suppose if you're choosing that draw randomly means it is choosing the random 70% of the data is choosing from randomly from the data set. Okay. The remaining 30% of the data is choosing randomly for a testing purpose. Okay. Always here please keep one consideration. Always please try to choose that draw randomly. Okay. If you choose that trap randomly means it is a best one to train our application. Okay, so I choose that. I click it here. 80%. Okay, I choose it. So the 80% of the data I am going to give the training to that applications. I click it OK. Now I execute this one. Okay. Please, after this execution, I click the right click. Please in the here, okay. First partition, second partition. Okay, I click the first partition. How much the rows are available here? 614 because I choose the 80% for train our application. And the remaining 20% for test our application. Okay. Again, I click it right side, second partition. Okay, it is for corresponding 154 data for test our applications. Okay. That means here on partition into two partitions, segment into divided into two partitions. The first one, 80% of data is used for train our application, train our module. remaining 20% of the data is used to train our test our model. Okay, test our application or model, which anyone. Okay, I choose that. Now I am going to train this one application. Okay, so the various classification algorithms used. Okay, so even though here I am going to using that decision tree algorithm. Okay, here in left side, just you have to see that node repository, decision tree learner, decision tree predictor, decision tree image, and decision time to result. Okay, first of all, we have to suppose here means now we are going to apply the still now what we done, basic things we done. Okay, just we have to import the data, and after that for modify, change it into unstructured data into structured data. Okay, then we have to find out is any other null values are available, any other mystery values available. Means here there is no any null values or any mystery values in this data set. Okay, after that we have to divide into two partition for training and testing purpose. Okay, so the first 80% of data is used for our training our application. The remaining 20% data is used to test our application. Okay, after that, now hereafter we are going to apply that machine learning algorithm. Okay, so that's why here I have seen that decision tree algorithm. Okay, so before applying that decision tree algorithm, so always we have to train the system to learning. Okay, for example, if you know about that Python programming, then only we can suppose if you are having the HTML, suppose your staff is convey you, sir, we are going to conduct one national level competition, web-based competition, something like that means. Suppose if you want to participate in that website competition, means you should have the knowledge in that HTML. Okay, like that. Here, so what's the scenario means? If you have the enough knowledge in HTML, then only you go for that, develop the website. You can able to participate in that competition. Okay, if you know the HTML programming. If does not having the knowledge in HTML, how is possible to that? Okay, so always you have to learn, okay, from the previous one. So like that, if you want to apply that machine learning algorithm, that means here we are going to apply the decision tree algorithm. Okay, so initially, suppose if you are the beginners, means just I have conveyed you within tomorrow we have to make one website, means you does not do anything. Okay, so for that reason, I given the some teaching to you. That means I given some ideas to you. Just you have to learn something like that. Likewise, we have to give some learning to our system also. Okay, that's why I am choosing here. I am going to apply that machine learning decision tree algorithm, so that I given that decision tree learner. That means which is teaching to that corresponding application about that decision trees, how it will predict, how it will operate, how it will execute the corresponding functions. Okay, here decision tree learner. Okay, give the communication here. Okay, then configure. It will show some errors. Please mind it. Is a very important thing here. Once again, I show you here in the second side, node 2, it's divided into two segmentation, partition 1, partition 2, and the third one is decision tree learner, because initially we can't able to execute any one operation. So before that we give the corresponding knowledge to that function. Okay, so here we are going to apply the decision tree algorithm. So that's why we are give some fundamentals about the decision tree to that applications. Okay, that means we are going to develop that decision tree based data science application. Okay, so that's why before that functioning that we give some basic concept about how the decision tree will work, something like that. Okay, so that's why we have to choosing that decision tree learner. But here it shows some errors. That means the no column in specifying compatible to the nominal value. So nominal value is here integer. Okay. So what this means here means, okay, the no column in specification compatible to the nominal value. Okay. So that's why. So what the meaning of this means? The corresponding decision tree learner, what we conveyed, that what a response to us means, sorry sir, I cannot be able to learn from nominal value. That means learn from the number value. So just we have to change into the string value. Okay. Please, once again I repeat you. So what is the decision tree learner response to us means, sorry sir, your data set is always, everyone is always having the nominal value. That means only numbers. So please, you have to consider the data type. Okay. In previous class, it is discussed about that ordinal data type, number data type, ordinal data type, category data type. We discussed everything. Okay. So here, the data type is not supported. Okay. That's why we have to convert from the number ordinal into the categorical. So we have to convert from that number to string. Okay. So go and left and search it. Number 2 string, yeah, is here available. Number 2 string. I drag and drop. Okay. So now I delete, I do that everything deleted. Yeah. Then this one. Okay. So now I go for that. So what I do means here, I imported that CSV file, configure that. Yeah, everything is okay. And yeah, already executed. File type is available here. Okay. Then I give the communication to here. That means I am going to change the entire data type from nominal to string. Okay. So I given the communication both of them, and I am going to configure. Okay. So I choose everything. That means here totally 9 columns are available. Just I have to. Okay. Then execute. Yeah. Everything is here. Transformed. That means transform input. That is indicated. Transformed input means the all data from this data set is transferred from number into string value. Okay. Then now given that partition. Now we are going to segment the divide into 2 segments. Okay. Partition 1 and partition 2. Now again we configure that. So yeah, 80, 20 already we done that. Okay. What's the first partition, second partition? Okay. So now I will apply that. Okay. So which one I am going to apply that? Decision tree learner partition. Yeah. Okay. Now I make the communication. Now I configure. Yeah. Yes, I make a decision tree learner. That means decision tree learner means I am going to give the instruction, because I am going here. We are going to develop the data science application for diabetics to predict the diabetes, who or someone is affected with diabetics or not. Okay. So that's why here we are using that decision tree algorithm. But initial stage, the corresponding algorithm, corresponding application does not aware about that how to predict with the help of decision tree classification algorithms. So that's why we have to give some training to them. Okay, learning to them. Okay, so that means just like that, just feed some training materials to them. Okay. Now I am going to configure that. Right click it, then configure. Okay, so these are the default settings. If you are the beginners, means you don't do anything. Okay, these are the beginners. Suppose if you are the beginners, means you don't change anything because it is a default one. Okay, suppose if you are the have a very strong knowledge in your data science space, assure knowledge, just you got to change it. Okay, here the class column is outcome. That means the result is we are going to apply this result here, outcome one, this is a result one. Okay. The quality measure, Kinney index and gain ratio. So always just you have to keep that Kinney index. It is just a mathematical calculation. There's a square root of the class. Okay. Do you know the square root? So because it is taking the every class, it's making that every class's value as here, taking as a square root. Okay, like that. Okay. So and it come to that here, root, just you have to blank it. Okay. Then root split, force root split column. That means here we are going to check out with age. Okay, I will explain later. Then you can understand. Okay, like that. Just I have to leave it defaultly for your concern, for your understanding. I click it OK. Then I execute this one. Okay. So yeah, that means, so what this indicating as means, we apply that, just we given there some materials to this application to learn about decision tree algorithms. Okay, so if this algorithm have the much more knowledge in decision tree, then only they can able to predict the diabetics. Okay, otherwise it's not able to predict the diabetes. That's why we teach them. Okay, if the conditions appear, means just you have to take the decision, something like that. Okay, so here we teach them in this node is indicating about just we have to teach the decision trees algorithms procedure to that application. Okay, so these are the applications. Here means, please, data dictionary number of fields, 9, actually 9 columns. Okay, that means here likewise. Yeah. Okay, so these are the these are the materials to teach them. Okay, so suppose if this conditions occurs, means just you have to take some decision. That means I give this real-time example for you here. Suppose if you are after your graduation, always suppose if you are studying the third year or third year, some always your colleges are arranging that online campus, offline campus. Okay, if you want to attend that offline campus interview means, always you got it that mark as here more than 70 or more than 80. Some checklists are there. Okay, suppose if you want to attend that campus interview means, you have to pass that. Okay, that means you have the 70% of mark. Okay, suppose if does not have that 70% of mark, means you can't able to attend that campus interview. Okay, so that is a checklist. Likewise, here what we are going to means, we are going to develop that application, data science application, which is going to predict the diabetic patients. Okay, so at the initial stage, it does not have any knowledge about that, how to dialysis, how to predict that, which conditions are, how to check out, something like that. For that reason, in that decision tree learner node, we feed them. Okay, that means we teach them which condition will appear, just you take this decision. Okay, this conditions appear means just you take the type of decision, something like that. Okay, so that is a main fact of decision tree learner. Okay, so now that means we teach it to that corresponding application. Okay, so now what we are going to do means, here we have to do that one decision tree view. Yeah, I will show that. Wait, means decision tree. Yeah. So this one, decision tree view means, I will wait. I will show the output. Then you can able to understand. So what I do means, just I have to show the corresponding decision tree. Okay, just wait. It will loading. It will loading up to 40%. Just wait. Okay, we feed them. That means we give the knowledge to them how to predict in which condition, something like that. Okay. So, you know the decision tree, how is the decision is working, the step-by-step process, you know, the first one is root node, then after that take that leaf node. I have to show one example for you about the decision tree here. Yeah. Yeah. So just see how to imagine this one. Yeah, you can yeah, image this one. Yeah, just made. Oh, it's not showing that big one. Yeah, please. I can show you can able to view this diagram. Is the person fit? Here they are checking one condition. Okay. Suppose the age is below 30 means, okay, the person is here fit. Okay. Otherwise, person is not yet fit. Okay. Even the age is below 30, if that person is eat lots of pizza means, okay, he is here unfit. Okay. Suppose the age is below, not below in 30, but he is doing that exercise in daily in morning means he is here fit, otherwise here not fit. You can able to understand the conditions, which condition we are checking here. I will give the story for this. I give the given this story. I will give the story for this condition. For example, suppose one person having the age below 30. Okay, whether what is the condition in checking means which the corresponding person whether fit or not. Okay, so for that reason we are giving the some age limit. Suppose that person is below 30 means he is here below 30. There's a one condition, they are applying one condition. So another one condition means even that person may be below 30, but he eating the lots of pizza means he is not yet fit, he is yet unfit. Okay, even that person is more than 30 years old. Okay, it does not eat the pizza, lot of pizza, is a fit, is a condition of this decision tree. Okay, so likewise in our system, okay, so in our system is checking that decision tree. I will show now as an executor. Now I will show that image. Yeah, interactive view decision tree. Always image input data. What maybe? Yeah, just wait. Yeah, decision tree view. Just wait. It will take some more time to load that. Yeah. So this is the condition here. What condition means? Okay. Here, have you understood? Have you remembered? We have to check it this decision tree by age. That means we have to check this condition. Suppose the age is, okay, the age is, just a minute, yeah. Okay, the age is 50. Okay, the age is 50 means, again, I will show you that, yeah. The age is 50 means the 71% of the people is affected by, is affected by diabetics. Sorry, 28% people are not affected by diabetes. 71% of people are affected by diabetics. Okay, age 50. Suppose the age is 31. Okay, here. Yeah. So again, let's go for the decision tree. Here also, here in that previous one, check with age only. Okay. Here in this decision tree, they are check with age and blood pressure. Okay. Age is equal to 31. Even they will check that blood pressure. Okay. Like that, what will show? So likewise, it is a huge one. Okay. The decision tree is a 1 by 1. Here they will check out that 1 by 1. Okay. Here, what is that? The age is a 40 equal to 40, even though they will take the blood pressure. Okay. Likewise, you have to check it why. So this is the corresponding algorithm, strategic algorithm decision trees. Okay. Now we can done that. So what is the working methodology of the decision tree? Okay. Still know that. Okay. Now Hereafter, so still now we done that some basic operations. That means we have to download data set, then convert from that number into string for our testing purpose. Then how to divide into two sectors, partition 1 and partition 2. Partition 1 for training our application, partition 2 for test our application. Third one is here we are going to apply that decision tree algorithms, but at basic time the application does not know about anything about that decision tree. That's why we have to learn given some just you have to training about the decision tree algorithms. Okay. Hereafter, we are going to apply that decision tree practitioner. Now I will put it. After that I will explain you. Decision tree predictor. Yeah. Here we have to give the two conditions, two links. The first one from that partition, second one from that yeah. Now you will sometimes you can able to confuse. So in previous only we given the only one communication. Why we have given the two communications here? Why? Because here in that decision tree learner we given that just we feed them the conditions and the checklist. If this any scenario means you have to take this type of decision. If you feel any scenarios means different scenario, just you take the some decision. Just you have to learn, given the learning process here. Okay. Here what will happen means the partition 80-20 means here corresponding 80% of data. Okay, data has come to here. Okay. Then so what is learned in previous? Here only they are going to take the decisions. Please just you understand, consider. The decision tree predictor, this is a main component. Okay, so this is the real-time applications in previously. Okay, so this is our real-time application, data science. The data science application, that means, so which is that corresponding our data science application is only going to check out who is affected by diabetics and who is not affected by diabetics. Okay, so this is our real-time applications. Okay, in Python programming, just we have to download some libraries. Here is a default one. Okay, so that's why here we have to give the some instruction. So what is learned from previous one? Okay, so just we have to feed them here and data set here. Okay, now I have to configure. Yeah. Just you have to leave it. Okay, you are the beginners, you don't confuse that. So I have to only give that. Okay, the 10,000. Okay, suppose here in this data sets consists of only that 768 data only. Okay, rows only. Okay, suppose in any one data set consists of lakhs and something like that. Okay, so at the time just you have to limit it to only just you have to take the randomly take 10,000 data only from the data set. Okay, for the reason they are showing here, but in our data set consists of only 768. Okay, so just you have to apply here. Then I execute. Yeah, I go that classified data. So these are classified data. Wait. Yeah. So after that, now we developed that data science application to find out that who are affected by diabetics or not. Okay, now we are going to test our application is working properly or not. Okay, now I will develop it. Okay, once again I have to repeat these sectors. Here in the CSV reader, just we have to download data set. Okay, and why we have to download the data set? Just we have to train and test our mission application, our developing application. So for that reason, we have to using this data, historical data. Then here number 2 strings, just have to leave it now. Okay. Then partition means 80-20, 80 for train your sector, 20 for test our sector. Okay. Then entry learner, that means just we feed them about which type of algorithm we are going to use that. Okay. After that, this is our main application. So this is our data science application. This node only execute everything. This node only predicted everything, every conditions. Okay, so this is our real-time data science application. So which this application is going to predict. Okay, so now we developed. Now we should test our application is working properly or not. Okay, in previous section we discussed about that bias and variance. Okay, overfitting, underfitting, and eposium. Okay, we discussed. I think you have to remember that. Okay, so now we have to check out our applications whether working properly or not. Okay, for that reason we go for score. Scorer. We are drop on that. Then give the communication to them and that configure. Okay. Here we have to please. This is also one of the main thing here. Here we are going to test our application. Still now we developed data science based application to predict our diabetics. Now we are going to check out it is really working. This is how much accuracy we are going to. How we have to develop that, how much accuracy is whether right or not. Okay, so that's why we are going to checking that outcome is already, it is a default one, it is a predicted one. Okay, so these are already available one. This is a predicted one. Okay, now here that okay. In this case, in case of any missing values, just you have to ignore it. That means apart from that, okay, it already we seen that suppose if any null values or missing values are missed, just I have to be replaced it by column filter or row filter, something like that. Apart from that, suppose any null values or missing values means just you have to choose it. That means it is ignore that null values or missing values. I click it, then we execute it. Okay, now let's go for that. Confusion matrix. Otherwise, go for that. Accuracy statics. Overall, first of all, we discussed with you what is the output here. There were missing values in the replace or the prediction class. I think some missing values there. Even though, just go for that. View confusion matrix. Please. This is overall our application's result. Okay. That means it is showing that confusion matrix. So what is maybe confusion matrix means? Please, I will show that for one more. Just wait. So this is our confusion matrix. That means it's nothing but, okay. So our data, our developed application. Okay, so just we have to divide into four sections. Okay, just we have to divide that our developed application into 4 sections. The first one is true positive. Second one is false negative. Third one is false positive. Fourth one is true negative. That means, once again repeat you, we already developed one data science application to find out that diabetics or not. Okay. So here we have to divide that application into 4 sectors. First one is here true positive. That means I give some example for you. So what we done here, we given the feed them. Actually, the corresponding application based upon the data set. Already we given the data set. Okay. So the data set true values. Okay. Actual value, actual outcome with the predicted outcome. Okay, is both are same means it is a true positive. Okay, just once I can repeat you. Our data sets actual value and our applications predicted value both of the same means it is a true positive. Okay, our actual data sets value is false. Our predicted answer is also false means it is a true negative. Okay, so likewise, okay, we have to conclude for that confusion matrix. Okay,
Just
now
once I can repeat you,
here, I will show our data sets actual value and our applications predicted value both of the same means it is a true positive. Okay, this is the our true false. This is a true negative. So actually, our data sets is a true value. Is values of 15 is a true. Okay, like that, predicted is 15. So same like that, our data sets original values of 48 values are false. Our applications predicted 48 predicted values are 48 are false. Okay, the remaining the true false and the false false. Okay, so these are the very different manner. Okay, now you don't confuse like that. Okay, why we have to find out the confusion matrix means how much our application will react. It is whether it's working correct or not. Okay, for to checking that, please come in bottom side. Accuracy is here 62.376. Okay, that means our system, our developed application is working only 62.376 only. Okay, but it is working or not? It's a good thing only? No, it's not a good thing. Okay, that means it is showing 37.624 is here. It's not working properly. That is only 62% only working properly. Okay, so we done some mistakes. Actually, here the example in our session we didn't done any mistakes. Okay, just if you consider the original thing. Okay, suppose if you are developing one original application means okay, just we have to do that some repetitions. Okay, so in this error here we have to consider one thing here. That is called that. Yesterday we done that now. Which one? Yeah, underfit, then overfit, optimum. So underfit means while we are getting that error in training and testing, that is called the underfit. If you are getting a low error in training session, if you are getting that high error in testing section, it's called the overfit. Okay, if you get it low error in training and testing section, is called that optimum. But what we done, what is exactly we done here in the sectors? Okay, so here always making the error in training section as well as testing section is called that overfit or underfit. It is a underfit sections. Okay, now we can conclude that. So we developed one data science application to predict that diabetics as well by using the historical data set. We allocate that 80% of the data to train the model and remaining 20% data for the testing our model. But after that, our developed data science application. So this is the decision tree predicted data science application, our developed application. After that, we have to check out, okay, by this one node, Explorer node, whether it is working properly or not. But our developed application does not working properly. So here we have to apply the three conditions. So overfitting or underfitting or something like that. Okay, so here it is called that overfitting. That means that's not training sessions also are making the error, testing session also making error. Okay, sir, but we developed applications. Develop is not working properly. What we do? Okay, here you have to consider these things. First of all, we have to consider your data set. Okay, so this is a reality happening in our software development. Okay, if you develop any one software based upon the data science concept means just these are the real things nowadays happening in that IT sector companies. Suppose if you are working in that startup company means just you have to follow from beginning to end. Okay, suppose if you are working anyone MNC company means there is a specific teams for analyzing the data, for one specific team for analyzing data, one specific team for the design the application, one specific team for that write the coding, one specific team for that testing sector, like that. Okay, suppose if you are the startup working in startup company, means the corresponding only one person have the same the full functionalities. Okay, sir. Now let's conclude with our last one topic, last one thing. Okay, sir, if our application does not perform properly, that means our developed application is not given that expected output. How we have to rectify that? Okay, just you have to follow these steps. First one, we have to check out whether you have to collect the correct corresponding data set or not. Okay, so just you have to find out it's a right data set or not. Okay, first thing. Second thing, which columns are you are selected for to execute develop your application. Okay, suppose here the corresponding column input is very important. Okay, that means attribute is very important. Sometimes if you choose if you done any mistakes to choose our attributes, means input, means it will lead to wrong applications. For example, in our suppose if you are going to for medical examination, just you have to take the pass mark in NEET. Okay, suppose if you want to go for that any engineering college, means just you have to take the suppose if you want the seat in IIT or NIT, means just you have to pass for the JEE or something like that. Okay, so likewise, okay, so there is no use taking the high much more mark to suppose if you are got it more mark in JEE, means there is no use by this mark to get the MBBS seat. Okay, so likewise your attributes sometimes may be wrong thing. Okay, so just you have to collect the attributes, wrong attributes. Okay, so just you have to second one is always be careful while you are choosing that attributes, that are input variables. Okay, so third one is our machine learning algorithms. Okay, so in previous class I already told there is a machine learning or data science always is a no freelance concept. We can able to apply any one machine learning algorithm in any sector. But even though if you find out the right algorithms, it will give the expected output. Okay, so that thing just you have to concentration on that to try to find out the best algorithm for the best data set. Okay, then yeah, so these three things, just you have to concentration on these three things, then you will get it your what you expected. Okay, so up to that, suppose okay sir, I choose to again and again, but still now I didn't get it the expected output, means just again and again repeat that. Okay, in data science always what they will show one concept means repeat and love data science. Repeat and repeat, this is a call thing. Okay, when you get it our 99% 9 up to accuracy, you will repeat your exercise. Okay, so not only here, if you working as a data engineer in any one company, that is a real-time operations. Okay, so this is one real-time example for you how we have to make the data science applications. So what we done today, okay, this is also happening in IT sectors. While they are developing the data science application, they are developing the artificial something like that. For example, the robot, the Tesla car also is developed by the same functionality. Okay, they are collecting the various informations, then feed to that. After that, testing them. If that's not working properly, for example, I told you yesterday, I told you now. The first time in the reveal the Tesla car, it got the accident. Okay, because there is some there may be some problems there. Actually, Tesla car using that classification algorithm. 1 second, I will convey you for which one algorithm they are using the Tesla car means. Yeah, they are using that non-linear model. Non-linear algorithms they are using Tesla model. They are using that non-linear regression model. Use algorithms used in the Tesla car. Okay, so first time they are revealed for that for in commercial place is got accident. Okay, then they will bring out again for that development. So they analyzed about the data sets. They analyzed about the which one algorithm is the algorithms have is any problem in algorithm selection, something like that. So after that, nowadays it is working successfully. Okay, so this is a real-time example for your data science applications. So what we done today, this is happening in real time also. Okay, so I hope everyone understand at least little bit. Okay, because you are the beginners. I hope, but you cannot be able to understand everything maybe, but I hope something different or a little bit you can able to understand. I hope. Please share your answers. Okay. Please, anybody, please your feedback or any doubt. If you have any doubt, please, yeah, I will clarify.
Bhupati sir,
Yes, sir.
here in Kerala, in some places, we have got very nice rain.
Okay, sir.
Raining outside.
Okay.
Similarly, your class also ഒരു മഴ പെയ്ത് ഒഴിഞ്ഞ മാതിരി. You are performing very nice, like anything. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Please, anybody having any clarification? Do you want any clarifications or any doubts? Some feedback. Have you understand something about it? What we discussed today? That's enough because you are the beginners. Not able to within 1 hour we can't be able to absorb everything. But if you can able to at least you got it some information, different information, some little bit information. Please just you have to command it. Yeah.
Bhupati sir, one of my beloved student, Ashwini Ramesh.
Okay, sir.
She is working in Technopark Trivandrum.
Okay, sir.
Ashwini, are you hearing me? You please add some feedback. Ashwini. Rafiq Abdullah, please add a few words. Whether it is, I think you are very much familiar with this data analytics for a business perspective. Rafiq, actually he is attending from Oman.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Bhupati sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone, it is again one of the useful session. And, we got some ideas.
Okay, sir.
We need to test it out. Yeah, hopefully by end of the session, all the sessions, we'll have maybe at least 50% to 60% idea. Then we can make it up from there. And you are there always to support for further queries.
Sandra, thank you, Rafiq. Sandra of IHRD Palayam, Trivandrum. Sandra, are you hearing me? Please comment. Hello, my dear students of SSM Polytechnic or MES Marampally. I know those colleges only. So you can speak up in Malayalam also. വളരെ ജെനുവിൻ ആയിട്ട് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് തോന്നിയ സംശയം, ഏറ്റവും നന്നായിട്ടെന്നുള്ള സംശയമല്ല, കമന്റ് അല്ല വേണ്ടത്. പകരം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വളരെ ജെനുവിൻ ആയിട്ട് ഭൂപതി സാറിനോട് ചോദിക്കാനുള്ള എന്തെങ്കിലും കാര്യങ്ങൾ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ചോദിക്കാം. കാരണം വേറെ ആരും ചോദിച്ചു കണ്ടില്ല ഇപ്പൊ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഡെമോൺസ്ട്രേറ്റ് ചെയ്ത സോഫ്റ്റ്വെയർ മാത്രമാണോ ഓപ്പൺ സോഴ്സിൽ ഈ ഒരു ആവശ്യത്തിനുള്ളത് എന്ന്. പ്ലീസ് കം ഫോർവേഡ്. JIBIN sir, are you here? Please speak up and we can wind up the today's session. Over to you, JIBIN sir.
I invite Ashwin for a vote of thanks. Ashwin.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
Ashwin,
Ashwin, you're audible.
I hope everyone enjoyed today's class because I personally really got to learn new stuff.
Ashwin has been disconnected somehow.
Yeah.
In almost all places in Kerala,
Okay, sir. Okay.
raining is there. Anupriya, are you hearing me? Anupriya, I think from Chelakara Polytechnic or alumni. Hello, JIBIN sir, please continue.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you for the session. I think we can wind up today's session and we can meet for tomorrow's session at 7.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you,
you all.
sir.
Thank you all.
sir. So
Thank you all.
likewise, one more thing. So today we execute by user interface. Tomorrow we are going to discuss the same program. That means with the help of that Python programming. So both are same, but here just today we handle that user interface program open source. Tomorrow we are going to handle this one, the same thing in Python program. Okay, with the users we are going to use some coding functions. Okay, so now nothing to worry.
Sir,
Okay.
JIBIN sir, we have updated all those things in our Moodle course.
Sir,
Moodle course, we are updating the day-to-day contents in Moodle course.
yeah. I am updating.
Yeah. Please send the joining credentials to all the candidates who are submitting the feedback.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Good night, Bhupati sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good night. Thank you.
Good night.